Talon! Game 2. That is right, Kezu.
Wow, I'm a TI.
Potentially the last... Oh, I'm glad I made you feel that way. It's the kind of premier treatment you get over here, unlike on the panel. And this could be the last game of the group stage 2 for these teams. You got to make it count. We have a pretty slow lineup here from Team Spirit. I mean, Tidehunter, Faceless, Void with a Silencer. That is pretty damn greedy and Talon. They're playing their Caveman, Darkseer, Dota with the Elder Titan Clock that we've seen them love these 4 melee hero lineups. 23 Savage on his signature Morphling. What are your initial thoughts, prayers, ideas, blessings? Who would you like to bless? Let's start there.
Bless Spirit. I think they need
bless
to...
Spirit.
I want to have a third game, so that's step 1. And step 2, I feel that...
Well, step 2 is, who do you curse here?
I'm cursing Talon.
Cursing Talon? Oh,
they lost.
God, a biased caster here.
It's a Yatoro Faceless Void.
Right now, what are your thoughts?
Okay, my thoughts. Spirit's lineup is very, very slow. They need to really try to get through this early and mid-game. Yatoro's going to have to pull up a pretty good and sick performance as he did yesterday, because sure.
Those are just my thoughts. You're just telling me what I
Okay, my thought. It's a great Tide game against the Talon heroes.
Okay, so you like the Tide pick.
Yeah, but I don't know how much I love it with their heroes, because I'm afraid for their damage in Chrono. I feel like it's a little similar to last game. Miro's going to need to steal a good spell. Then they get some pickoffs with a Chrono Storm. And hopefully that will then allow them to farm. Because I think Talon, they have everything they want. They've even played Darkseer into Void multiple times, and they find it look great. You just get all these auras, you live through the Chrono, you're chilling.
As long as you have a Dispel for the time dilation later, which is almost always Greaves, you're not too sad. 23 will take some damage before the laning phase starts, but Collapse body block their wave under the tower will guarantee equilibrium for the Rubik Tide here. They do have double base damage reduction as well. This is like a poor man's Underlord Rubik. So that's pretty interesting versus the Ember and the Morphling in later fights. Something to think about, and their lane should be good based on the fact they got the equilibrium back so far. Nice little heads-up rune play.
I guess it's actually pretty chill, right? If this ET runs into you, you just Anchor Smash, Fate Bolt. It's not a ET anymore. Look at him. Yeah, get out of here, noob.
I mean, you're never winning the level 1 trades with this hero. It's part of the problem. Kind of got to get to level 3. But you're right. This is it's a tough lane for Ollie to just run in and make space for 23. I feel like Collapse should have a good time down here.
For sure, right? I don't think they're going to be pressuring him too much, but I guess it's just the nature of Morphling nowadays. I feel like you also don't really pressure him. Most Morphlings just get out of the lane freely, so I do think Tide in the game is pretty chill against Morph. You always have the Ravage, Anchor Smash is annoying. It's not the easiest hero to kill either if you are the Morph, as Q up top, pressuring Yatoro quite a bit.
Yeah, they pulled the wave, trying to dodge the level 1 here with potential, I guess, just chase down plays by Maposhka. They'll play for the level 2, and then Maposhka has to be scared on this lane. This is a very easy lane for Silencer to die on. I mean, Yatoro can leap in a cog shell situation to try and help him out, but that's going to cost him some regen. So you need to be careful about how much you get double waved on this lane and pushed in later. And on mid, we have Makoto on his signature level 30 Ember Spirit versus Laurel on his signature Aegis-stealing Storm Spirit.
Didn't deny quite off with his Vortex, but yeah, as you said, both. Maposhka, I mean, he's just getting the Darkseer clockwork.
I definitely cursed the shit out of him here as Yatoro will leap in to try and save him, but it will not be enough. Early time dilation point is nice. But Maposhka just up very far in that lane, man. That was like a freebie.
I mean, if you're playing any range 5 against Darkseer plus melee 4, you want to cry. You get out of position for 1 second, you're just going to die. So
why was he up that far? That was just...
so they were pulling the next wave, right? Like, I guess he wanted to stop them. Well, newsflash, Maposhka, you ain't stopping them.
I mean, he did technically stop them.
I guess. Gave them a kill.
You know,
it's a good stop.
He stopped them with his blood.
Get a free Lotus.
His first blood. And Lotuses are coming up. Mir will snatch his. And it will be Q on top. So Ollie's done a decent job, honestly, trading in this lane. That is a tough lane to trade in, guaranteeing some of the early free farm for 23. Just keeping up on the CS here. Pretty even across the 3 lanes between the matchups. Makoto on top, that's usually a good sign for Talon, as I think most of their playmakers come through Makoto and Q.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's Ember is actually insane. Like, it's not like I watch every Talon game, but I know when this guy plays his Puck Embers, this guy just pops off. So definitely a bit scary for Spirit if he's going to continue to have a good early game. One thing I do like about Collapse's build for now, I've seen a lot of Titans go for this Meteor Hammer. I think it's very good against these carries that you don't naturally push out of the lane. The TAs, the Medusas, the Morphlings, you like end up getting to take the tower and open up the map. I think that's going to be a very nice build-up for him.
You think Morphling can stand against the Tidehunter with the hammer or no?
He can like go back and forth, but you just start Meteor Hammering the tower every now and then. So I think that's nice for you and like for your map.
Should have it a decent timing here. Fight for some water runes. Everybody join in that skirmish in the river.
The whole family's here.
Oh, Jesus, man. It was a donkey. Chill the hell out, Ollie. You need to do him like that. That'll be the first blood spilt in the river, at least. Water runes get exchanged. Makoto did not get
vacuum.
And yeah, there's another attempt on Maposhka's life, but he scurries his way out of there. Says, see you later, nerds. Better luck next time. He'll clean up the wave, and Makoto's really going to suffer. He did not get that water rune. Laurel did.
Yeah, he's going to have to push out this wave, go back to base. I don't know. I don't think he can greed for level 6 here on the next wave, so...
No, absolutely not. He was winning the lane, though, so he's still in a fine position.
Oh, round number 3 will not connect this time.
I mean, this just seems like a pretty decent laning phase for Talon, though. Like, they're getting a lot on Jabs again, who honestly just carried game 1, right? If we're going to point to a player that stood out, put the team on his back, it's got to be Jabs. And he's off to the races again. Most farmed hero in the game so far on a Darkseer of all heroes. So the Faceless Void counter pick, I mean, it's great in the game, but it's not shutting him down. And Clock Darkseer is probably the fastest melee Darkseer combination.
Yeah, I think so. Clock, maybe Nyx, a hero we haven't really seen much of lately. I'm also a big fan of Jabs just rushing the Arcane Boots here, but Spirit, 3 heroes mid already. There's Makoto.
Looking for the early punish and maybe to suck some int out of that Ember Spirit. Spirit's going to try and...
No mana for the Storm.
Do nothing, yeah, because he has no resources, and the Glaives will finish the job. +2 from Maposhka. Ollie tries to turn it around, but these heroes are not as squishy as that courier you slayed earlier, my friend. You'll have to walk it off. Salve goes out. Oh, Q in the back, but...
Swing and a miss.
Yeah,
active rune in 10 as well.
And he's just got to farm up the gold.
Easy +19.
Oh, Maposhka runs in a little bit. But he already has boots up.
And
big gank here.
So he's just toying with them.
Oh, they're going to get Ollie, too. He steps up too far, and Laurel drags him. Oh, who's going to get who? Oh, put and pop indeed. You need that rune, son. He will get it. Invis for Laurel bottom as Q still looking for Maposhka, but you just don't have the move speed advantage here. 355 to 355.
Yep, just the little things. Boots, Windlace from Maposhka. Just kind of toying with them as Laurel's going to pick up the active rune, go back to base. It's going to be chilling. Makoto back to mid. He's going to try to get his level 6, and now... Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a stalemate on the side lanes where I think every core is just very happy if they're all being left to a one-on-one.
It's probably true. I mean, Yatoro's got to be the happiest, though, right? I feel like whenever you're playing Faceless Void, if you're picking Faceless Void and you are a Faceless Void player, which we know Yatoro is, he has the cosmetics to back it up, then you have to be confident winning late game.
He's a Grandmaster or whatever you call it, Omega Nerd level medal.
Yeah.
You know it. He's got it. And I'm a fan of him skipping the Midas. I've seen Midas on a few Voids, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't look good. I feel like it doesn't help you kill, it doesn't help you farm Ancients, which are like 2 of the things you love doing like a back and forth of on Voids, so looks like he's gonna want the Mask of Madness. That's Q, being a little annoying. Yatoro is getting close to the Chrono, so they have to be, they're gonna have to respect that, because Laurel, does he have TP available? He does not, but they'll still have to respect the time dilation Chrono. It's a lot of damage that can come out.
I mean, Laurel is falling a bit behind here. That gank was nice, but his net worth is actually not doing too great as the lane was being won by Makoto here. How did you feel about his Storm performance game 1? I mean, he had that huge Aegis snap.
I think it was pretty good.
I think he did fine.
Yeah.
It's just, I also feel like part of the problem was the follow-up on some of the jumps. It was like only him going in. And I feel like Team Spirit have another lineup here where who goes in with Laurel in these little skirmishes or fights?
Yeah, like this time, sure, you have some backup with like the global. It's like a semi-half BKB that will help you, but again, the damage. It's not super easy for that to come and follow through, so Laurel's going to have his work cut out for him once more.
That's where I feel like Makoto's life is just easier.
Yeah, way easier.
He's going to get shelled, he's going to get surged, he has a clock who can go in with him, he has an ET who can throw a spirit, amp up the damage. Going to fight for the 8-minute rune, it'll be double damage for Laurel. At least he's winning the rune battle. I mean, that is one way you can help his damage out. Secure a DD, maybe you can look for a quick gank with this.
You.
Yeah, he wants some more blood in the river as Mira playing Rubik for a second time and dying. At least he didn't get to the 3-0 streak for the extra gold, you know? You're going to die to 2-0, not the 3-0.
Yeah. Get the death out early. Don't give him the more XP.
Honestly, that was just a good death.
Yeah.
I think that was...
I mean, he's going to die eventually anyway.
That was a TI winner death.
That's definitely a TI winner death. As Mira, he knows what he's doing. As I also like the Q is kind of moving around the map. Perhaps they were thinking of pressuring bottom, but 1500 HP Meteor Hammer tied. I don't know how much you're going to be pressuring that, but this DD on Larl has a lot of potential. Like him just being off map is going to allow Yatoro to free farm. If Jabs ever shows up top, they would love to get him killed. He's very high level. Actually only level 6, but he's up the net worth at least, so it would still be a very juicy kill.
He is very rich indeed. It's a big pinata to pop, especially when Yatoro can linger up here with that Mask of Madness already done for the Faceless Void. Man, he is having an absolute free game here. This is pretty scary because your aggressive potential on him is pretty limited. That's the upside of the Void in this game. You have Clock ET, you're not locking him down. Maybe your scale's okay in terms of the Morphling matchup, but getting into there could be a problem.
He should be having pretty decent team fights, right? Unless he gets chained.
Yeah, he should. Especially with Global to like bail him out on initiation or help him in the follow-up. 23 is going to force Mira off the gate, let his boy come through.
Here comes Roboman.
Yeah, he surged, he's shelled, but he's also kind of slow.
Run it up, brother.
Oh, he has move speed advantage now. The nighttime move speed got removed from Mira here, and he will run him down.
Hit the cog. Meteor Hammer him. Do something.
Collapse says, no. You are pay for your sins.
Well, that's a very big kill. Q gonna be level 6 right here on the 10-minute mark. Active Rune is gonna be spawning.
Ooh, the hammer. Does clip him. That is a moral victory right there for Collapse.
He's getting the tower pretty low, so it's working out for him. He's free farming, pressuring the tower. I mean, if Spirit get to sit in order lanes like this, they should be more happy than Talon at this point. Just slightly.
I mean, their lineup's pretty slow and clunky, so if you just get to 1 or 2 items on all your cores, you should be happy taking the 5-on-5s. Especially if Yatoro can join them. Quick go on Makoto. He did get silenced into the Vortex. Hookshot going to try and buy some space as well as the Stomp, and now
Rainbow
the
TPs.
Yeah, they're coming in, but he is out of there. And Q cleans up Maposhka with that level 6 timing. Laurel gets to turn it around. Shield Rune helping him out. Collapse TP, not doing a lot here, but I guess you can follow it up with some hammers on the mid tower.
He barely got it off.
I mean, he's just too fast.
Still keeping the siege creep too. I mean, if this turns into a mid-tier 1, then that's pretty good. 23 Savage also forced to deny his bottom tier 1 tower.
Yeah, this is going to be
up top.
Fast pace for Spirit with a slow lineup. Wall goes out, but the silences also go out. It will lock Jabs in a world of pain. +2 more to Paposhka.
Time dilation.
And yeah, 23, I don't know if this is your fight. The global, but Yatoro did not man up. Little miscommunication there. Maybe they could have just gone for the kill. But Yatoro, he had enough of that. Says, my game is already pristine. Just let me carry you.
Yeah, I don't really blame him for not going in there, as now Spirit's map looking pretty good. Got the bot tower, got the mid-tier 1. Got a quick kill up top. They might lose their top tier 1 in response for Paposhka with the Nikes.
The old ankle breaker. Gonna force out a little more spells, but I mean, is this a fight you want to take without the Chrono?
I'm not sure, as they're here. Mira with Cog stolen.
And Collapse has no TP. He's currently a pig in the river trying to pig pull his way up here, but it is very slow. Somehow, Spirit able to fight back in this. That Tide Henry is coming in eventually. And yeah, the bash is out from Yatoro. He has worshipped the Faceless Void God, and it is returning in his favor. What is going on with this man? Laurel pays the price on the back end. Ravage going to hit 2 with a nice little anchor smash and a gush for Jabs. And that'll be another kill for Yatoro. Throws out a second time dilation. 23, he was looking, but there's nobody home. And I mean, I guess Spirit are pretty happy with that. That's a chronoless fight that Yatoro gets to extract more net worth out of. Get some Ravage action, and Laurel's game is still tough, but I'd rather have the Faceless Void and Tide having a good game than the Storm, honestly.
If these two are having top net worth, I think I'm fine kind of throwing, maybe not throwing my game away, but, you know, setting it up like this.
We're not telling them to throw. That would be unprofessional.
That would be. Hook shot. Okay.
This is a tanky watermelon. They have a decent amount of control and damage. He's trying to walk it all off, and he will go down. Mira short to follow. T-Spirit just lingered way too long in that top lane. Talon run it back. Pull a page out of their book from game 1 and say the first one doesn't work, the second and the third will.
And the fourth and the fifth will too. No, I like it from Talon. You forced out the global earlier. Same with the Ravage and the Chrono. So Team Spirit have no business being up here anymore. Talon punished it. Very nicely done by them. Definitely something that they need to do and needed to have happen in this game.
I mean, Spirit also need to recognize that. Like, if you're missing Ravage and Chrono, you cannot get caught out in these open area skirmishes versus Talon where the Darkseer is just going to run you down.
I mean, Darkseer right now, if he gets to connect with his teammates, he is Very strong. He's getting closer to his Greaves as well. He basically has him flying out now. So he can counterplay the global later. He would like to have a couple more levels. Closing in on level 9, but yeah, whenever Spirit don't have their ults up, they need to be a little more cautious.
He should be able to ride it into battle. This is what I'm saying.
He would look sick.
Exactly.
It should last a bit longer. What do you think? Like 2 minutes?
I think the GPM should ramp up. So if it could keep it alive forever, just keeps ticking. At some point, you're getting 1,000 GPM off.
That sounds sick.
A little Cobalt.
I love shuffling 1,000 GPM.
Yeah, exactly. Haste Rune spawns. Yatoro doesn't want it. He wants Ollie. We'll get neither.
Dakota will have it.
Yeah, should have gone for the rune. Oh, sick 2-man chrono, and he has the damage because Maelstrom is already online. Yatoro. I don't know if that was an intentional bait, but he got them both.
Oh, beautiful.
Absolutely sick here from Yatoro as he is having such a damn good game on the Faceless Void. There's just no pressure going into him. 3-0 and 2. Mask of Madness. Maelstrom already done. He's going to steal the Ancient stacks. Oh, man, you cannot let these go of your Talon.
Well, you just did. And this guy is the scariest Void as, okay, time walk, time dilation onto Q. Ravage. Meteor Hammer.
On too. The hammer to follow up. Trapped inside your own cog. You're not going anywhere. Yatoro's laying in the bashes. We know he has the RNG ready. You're just going to have to surge out of here, and that's another kill going your way.
Nope.
Hero with his
surge away,
looking for the Wisdom Rune. It's a chase. Oh, he doesn't want the Wisdom Rune.
South.
He didn't know it was there.
Well, I guess he lives. I would have died for the rune.
Maybe he didn't think it would still be there, but
yeah,
Talon
probably.
Haven't been back there for a while, and too fast for you, son. I'm going to steal your Lotus in front of your face, too. Later.
Later, nerd. Oh, my bro. Oh, he got out. What a monster.
Insult to injury. Did not like that turn of events. Another Ravage gets a pretty decent skirmish out of them. I mean, these haven't been like huge core kills off the Ravage, but when you're getting the huge core kills off the Chrono, you don't need too much here to feel good about your game. And honestly, this lineup has not felt slow.
No, not at all. And also, if you're popping your Chronos or Ravages for like 1 bonus kill and then you go back to farming, I think you're chilling.
Oh yeah, you're super happy with that.
Nice
Hookshot will somehow go through the collapse and find Miposhka. 2-man chains, that is super nice here as the Earth Splitter is going to come through and not
Blood grenades.
That is right, the blood grenades continue to rain. I mean, Collapse is way too tanky to commit on here. It's going to be a problem for him during this portion of the game. Where's your damage going into the Tidehunter? You don't have breaks, you don't have stack-based cores. Laurel does get chained, but he is okay here, and he's surged away. Miro will choose him over himself. Tank the stomp and say, remember me, brother. Remember what I have done for you. He is very tanky. He did steal Morph earlier, so he has almost 2,000 HP.
The Stolen Surge was pretty good, so that's a very nice kill for Talon to get into their hands. I mean, I do like that they're playing fast when these spells are down, but they're not getting too much. It's like 1 kill here. Maybe they can, like, they can't even force the mid-tier 1 tower. Global's back up.
Doesn't feel like it's what they want out of these periods.
Yeah.
Especially when Yatoro's continuing to accelerate. I mean, it's almost got a full Mjolnir done. In fact, it is done. It is flying out right now. This is going to be one of the fastest Mjolnirs we've seen at the tournament.
Wow, this is scary. I mean, when you have this
is actually terrifying.
With Faceless Void and you have your 5 as a silencer,
yeah,
you don't have to buy an early BKB.
There's no way they should have gotten here this easily. And now he can throw that. He can even throw the charge on the Tidehunter.
Yeah, get in
and
there.
Just throw him in. It procs off the Ion Shell ticks and all that. That's disgusting.
This is going to be... Okay, what's the item progression like on Jabs? I think these auras, if he's looking for another one...
I mean, he's got Greaves up.
Okay, he's got the Greaves. That's obviously good. You can dispel the Global, the Time Dilation. There's no Orchids or anything, but there's that. I think... Okay, he's swapping to a Pipe. I really think you need that.
8.5 faster than the average.
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, this is...
This is scary.
This is a very scary Faceless Void.
I've seen some scary stuff in my time.
I mean, this has got to be top 3 most scary Voids I've seen.
Who's the scariest player hero combination you've played against? As Q gets jumped in, is stolen here.
Miracle Invoker.
Miracle. I knew you were gonna say that. That's such an easy cop-out answer, honestly.
Okay,
I can't believe you said that.
Hold.
I lost 2 points of respect for you.
Tell me yours. It's the male Store Spirit.
No, it's not the male Store Spirit. You goddamn nerd.
Mason Weaver.
Thompson Void Spirit.
Okay, yeah,
yeah, he did us dirty. He did us real dirty at that one. Kodo will leap away here. You always have that global to try and secure the Ember kill if you feel like you have the damage fall up, because this BKB is still a little ways away. I can't fix that Miracle. That's such a...
Dude, shut the hell up.
Such a bad answer. You could have said, like, Universe Faceless Void.
I didn't play against this Faceless Void.
Well, where were you?
Chilling.
Well, that's on you, brother.
I'm still learning this goddamn stupid
It's not
game.
my fault you're bad.
Shut up. Continue your job. Go say some words.
This isn't even my job.
Go say some words. Come
What do you
on.
mean continue my job?
Continue, please.
1K lead for Team Spirit here at the 19-minute mark. They're going to jump Q again. Look for some more intelligence steal. It's just a feeding frenzy out here from Oposhka. His brain continues to grow up to 12 int. A level 4 Flame Guard stolen from Mira as well. I mean, this Rubik is ridiculously tanky, dude. He gets the Morph Steal. He gets level 4 Flame Guard. What the hell are you doing to this man?
Yeah, he's sitting at 2k HP with a Global and Pipe to back him up. I mean, good luck on that. They also have a Force on Silencer. They're going to get another Force on Mr. Collapse. So they're just going to kite out these earlier fights.
I mean, the supports from Spirit are having a great game relative to what I think should happen with like this Darkseer Clockwork accelerated damage support that can run you down on the map. That was the purpose of this pick for Q. And Q has just not found a lot in this game. I mean, he's found a couple support pickoffs. He's doing okay, but you look at the net worth here. The 2 ranged backline supports for Spirit being ahead with the slow cooldown of cores.
I mean, they even bought a gem now. They have it on Oposhka. They're going to try to clear out the map. I think for Talon, they're waiting for their item timings right now. The Pipe on Darkseer, BKB on Mikoto.
It's a big pipe to get.
Yeah, I don't think you can wait for 23 Savage's Ags. I think the Pipe BKB should allow you to look for a skirmish or like a smaller-ish team fight. I don't think you can just sit back for like multiple minutes in this game.
The Faceless Void clock is a ticking here. As Yatoro continues to clear through the ancient camps at a rapid pace. Level 16 for him, by the way. 2 levels ahead of 23 here, 2.5. I should say. So that is another factor. This Faceless Void is getting some serious stats done. I mean, he's actually literally taking stats.
He has a BKB in 30 seconds.
He's untouchable during BKB.
Yeah,
absolutely nothing you can do about him. And you still haven't taken a single Roshan in this game. So Yatoro sitting in a great spot. Team Spirit just playing around their Faceless Void. I don't think they have to push too much. They're going to be happy forcing Talon into them. But they will smoke up, maybe thinking about the Roche being done from Talon here, or maybe thinking about it themselves. They have a lot of zone control to fight around the area. And of course, Pipe already done for Collapse. Gonna buff up the whole team. This is a great Pipe team for both games, but it might just be better for Team Spirit. Looking at how dependent Talon are on the magic damage in these early fights. Laurel's gonna lead the charge and find a really good target in Jabs. They do not want to pop the global on him though. Did not know his Greaves.
BKB completed.
Yeah, that's a big BKB. 2-man hook shot. Makoto in with the BKB, but he gets global, and they're trapped in the cogs. And Yatoro, he just lines up 3, the hammer coming down on their heads. There is no escape from the control here as Team Spirit are going to try and run through this fight. 4-man crack hits them all. Jab's trying to make something happen on the back end of this, but can't help but feel like the damage is done. And of course, the second ult waiting for 23, who's going to have to try and walk this off as his own version of Yatoro, but not nearly as powerful. That cog backfired real hard on Q and locked his cores in a prison they did not agree to.
Oh, not. All right, we're going to see it in the replay. Hookshot was good, but now they just get global. Yatoro just slams into them and hits. Does this guy ever miss?
I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I feel like his chrono has a larger radius than every other player.
It's got the 25 talent just built in. It's built different.
I will say, it's pretty rare to see a 4-hero Earth Splitter.
That didn't do anything, though.
Well, yeah.
So who cares?
I mean, it was pretty flashy.
Sure. Looked good until it popped.
Give the guy some credit. That's a tough fight.
No, he did good. I'm just saying, it's hard. If you're Talon now, and the spells are down, I feel like you need to... Can you force Roche or something?
I mean, Yatoro's
going to be like, we can just take Roche.
He doesn't care his ults are down. He feels like he is untouchable in this game, and that is probably true with the global to back it up. That was a sick global timing from Oposhka as well.
Very patient on that. Like, they didn't use it in the start of the fight as, okay. Well, surprise, mother. Where'd he go? Hello.
Right into the hands of Collapse, who says, son, this is my game. Don't know if you got the memo, but that's not for you. Roche is thinking about taking a vacation, but turn around.
I think
not your time, son.
Team Spirit will gladly take that donation.
Very happily here. They will not be able to finish Roshan, though. Yatoro does not want to commit. Rather wait for the chrono, perhaps. It's up again in 40 seconds. Talon got nothing off this cooldown.
Yeah, but say it's good for them to wait. I'm not sure if you need to force unless you have all the info on the map that you really can do it. The one shining light for Talon is that they are getting closer to this 23 Savage Aghanim's. And turning that into Faceless Void is good, but I feel like they want to use it before Yatoro gets level 20, because then he will kind of offset it with the attack speed.
I was about to say, he's getting there fast, right?
Yeah.
an insane pace for the Faceless Void Morphling matchup. Normally you want the Morph ahead by a decent degree. 23 is not going to have that luxury, but it probably is their best bet to come back in this game. Aegis on top of the ulti orb for Yatoro as he pushes towards a Lincoln Spear to offset that Morphling Axe. It's going to be another factor. Can you even land the ult on him when you're getting globaled, when you're getting ravaged, when Chrono is a threat?
Yeah, you don't have the best. It's not like you have some Rubik in your team who can just instantly like, bam, snap. I got the Lincolns for you, bro. You actually have none of that.
Yeah, what is actually popping the Lincolns?
Yeah, you have to adapt with him.
So it's basically on 23. He has to
he's
do it all.
Do it all.
Well, it is his signature hero, so time to pop off. You want to win this game too. Greaves being built up for collapse. He'll continue his aura train. It's all about Yatoro in this game. Buff him up, secure him to team fights, give him the vision, and bail him out if he ever gets jumped on. I don't think Team Spirit need to divert from that game plan.
Definitely not. As we're buying a halberd on the clock. Okay, cool. Just more tankiness. Maybe try for some cheeky disarm onto Yatoro, as we now have the Ags into a smoke up.
I mean, all the ults are up for Team Spirit here, and you have the Aegis on the Faceless Void. This is a very tough fight.
So what do you try to do here? You try to smoke around and ignore Yatoro?
I mean, I don't know who you're looking for.
Okay, we are turning into him.
Yeah, Ags is done. So you get the Ags heal on Yatoro who remove a lot of that Faceless Void damage. They're just going to go on
good start.
That's a free pickoff.
See you later.
And Team Spirit giving up the area. Did not want to take that engagement with Maposhka on the other side of the map. Maybe feeling like they don't need to. But that will give some breathing room to Talon here with that Morphling Axe pushing Spirit off their side of the map. Lead is still very close, only 5k here.
Definitely a nice pushback from Talon here. Just give yourselves a little bit of a freebie. As 23 Savage is going to solo the Tormentor. Going to get a little jetpack for Mr. Q, so you can jet all in there, get that halberd off. I mean, they're still getting some good items. Dark Spirit Blink. Oh, no jetpack, eh?
I hate jetpack.
Why? What's the problem?
I don't know.
You just don't know how to steer, bro.
Maybe I still hate it.
That's pretty cool.
6 power cogs.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, look at that.
Where the bounty runes stat at? That's what I see Shannon and Sinner always yap about.
Well, we can see some bounty rune gold if you would like.
Yep.
We'll pull it up here.
Wow, the bounty runes!
Radiant has won the bounty runes.
Why do you think that is, Avery?
Conspiracy debunked.
Yeah, there you go.
Was that your Suns fan impression?
I don't know, it was one of them. It was probably pretty spot on.
Yes, that is where they spawn. Thank you.
Yep. There's a DD rune. Who will get it?
Lincoln's done here.
Why not? Yatoro. He needs a DD. Didn't already have
of
damage.
Course. I mean, he really needed that rune in this game. He needs a little extra help to carry this one. You know, he's been struggling here.
Checks out.
Consumable gold, 2.4k for Ollie. That is
That's a lot of blood grenades.
That is a lot of blood grenades. We do not know the exact number, of course, but it is a lot, I can assure you. And Ags is on the menu for Makoto, so he's just going to try and deal with the backline here. I mean, that's going to maybe just be the fight strategy for Talon. Take the supports out first.
Yeah.
Ignore Yatoro, because I don't know if you can jump him.
There's the level 20 on him. I mean, yeah, it's not necessarily a good sign when you need to ignore the Void, but getting the axe
not to work out.
Yeah, going on the back line is going to be your best bet. You have to do that against Greaves' Pipe, though.
I mean, what's your call? Do you think you can burst him? Let's say you all in Yatoro like perfectly. You know, have the Earth Splitter going in. You have an ET Spirit on him. Not melee range, because that would be an unfair assessment. You go in with the Morphing Axe and adaptive, a chains, a hookshot chain.
If he doesn't have Aegis, maybe you can do it. But it has
yeah, I'm assuming he doesn't have Aegis.
Yeah, you need to hook into Cox, but they need to not pop global.
Okay. That's true, there is a global.
It's a TI winner, so no, you can't.
His PC could always self-destruct like solos.
Nah, that's only Solo's PC, I'm sorry. That's the only one I sabotaged.
Oh, it was you.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now.
You're welcome.
Yatoro has 1 minute left on the Aegis.
Why do you think I'm casting? What do you think I did with Cap? Exactly. Now I put you off.
That's why you offered me that tea earlier. It's a good thing I threw it in the trash.
I'm sure Jenkins will have a look at it.
He was looking it up off the floor. He is probably dead by now. Level 20 for the Faceless Void. That is a big time for Yatoro. And that's going to counteract a lot of the attack speed reduction here. Man, he just got there so damn fast. Even without the Midas XP.
Yeah, because he's... Why Midas creeps when you can be killing heroes?
It's very true. 4-0 and 5. He was killing a bunch of Ancients too. Mask Madness Mjolnir will help you do that. And he's getting an Ion Shell thrown on top of all of it. You remember that combo? I think that was was like a Kuroki Liquid combo.
Some Void Darkseer.
Yeah, Matumba Void.
Yeah, they played that shit all the time.
I remember. That was annoying as hell.
Nope, now Team Spirit are cosplaying it, but Talon are doing a good job at holding this map at the moment.
They're keeping the game even.
Yeah, like the net worth lead is not really increasing. Aegis is gone.
So this is your window to burst him like we talked about. 2,500 HP.
I mean, you need hook into cogs. I think it's a very hard ask to get this guy bursted.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening unless you have a Hex and multiple Dispels for the global.
They'll need like more items. You need a punch on Darkseer or a Hex. Or some Dispel on Clock, which our bro ain't gonna get a Dispel anytime soon.
No, he is going for the Hex. But that is an entire Hex away here for Q. Did finish up the Halberd. And Blink Grease Pipe for Jabs. Looking to get in there and cause some chaos. As they're going to go through the gate, maybe try and flank Yatoro bottom.
The gate into backstab. Look at the high ground ward they have.
Yeah, this is nice. But is Team Spirit going to linger down here?
He sniffs him out,
What
Yatoro.
a scan, dude. That was the Yatoro scan for sure. I can tell. I'm telling you. 100%.
Okay, it was a mirror scan or what?
No, it was a Yatoro scan, dude.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
I'm not even. No, I'm not trolling you, dude. When have I
Because
ever
I
told
said
you?
Yatoro scanning, we're like, oh, it's not a Yatoro scan.
No, it is a Yatoro scan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed, baby.
He was popping those out of TI. He's one of the
was.
carries who actively scans.
And dodges every goddamn smoke.
That's
but will
why
he dodge
he
this
uses
one?
the scan.
Lincoln's broken. Careful, young bro.
Young Yatoro indeed. Skirt his way out of there, looking for the 30-minute rune. Wants another double damage. Just to prove that he is the greatest. It'll be an arcane rune. He'll leave it for Laurel here, who has picked up his Hex. Has had a pretty decent amount of farm go back into him after the slow start, and is now a pretty decent threat with arcane rune Hex on the map.
Yeah, I mean, what's your counterplay now? If Spirit smoke up and you zip Hex any of the cores, especially Morph or Ember, and you just Chrono on top, I think the guy's just a goner.
I'd agree. There's no 4-stats here. There's no way to displace the guy who gets Hex. You can Glimmer him, and you can try and land a Stomp to disjoint the fight, but that's pretty much it. So I think you have to start the fight on your terms if you're Talon.
You do.
That's what Makoto's trying to do here. This is just the tankiest guy to do it on, man. This feels...
Double force.
This feels useless. This collapse is way too tanky to go on. Cloak of Flames to back up all that HP. Good luck, my friends.
I mean, you need to like try to smoke around maybe and kill the subs?
I mean, you need a large vacuum wall. That's
Yeah, you do.
You got to find the backline, get Makoto in there, take this silence out of the team fight. Easier said than done, of course. Yatoro, he's going to push high ground here. No Aegis, did not finish the Scotty either. But he has all the confidence in the world. The Hex going out on Makoto. They're going to try and burst him. Chain the Ravage. But Yatoro did not commit. Now he commits.
This is awkward.
This is very awkward. Will he finish Makoto in this? He's alive. What the hell just happened? Either way, Makoto, he does not survive. The Remnant is not enough. And now 23, he is going in, bashing up Yatoro. That Earth Splitter got him low, but not low enough.
Fast pick.
He is chasing. He is trying to finish him off. Chase him down with the Time Walks. These silences are so damn annoying.
Void on Void action.
Will have the Time Walks. Which Void is better? The Water Void, the Space Void. One of them was a lot more expensive to buy for sure. Collapse trying to survive for his life on the backside as 23 continues the Duel of Fates. Collapse will fall into Talon's base. He cannot get out of there and eventually gets run down. And what an awkward jump for Team Spirit here, man. That Chrono, it does land on Makoto, but then he ran to the other side, had to run back. Laurel was in the middle blocking him up. Very awkward.
I think Yatoro did not want to commit on that. He was not too confident in that initiation. They have the Hex zip in, and then sure, Collapse is close, but then since Yatoro isn't following, he has to Ravage.
Yeah, he went out when the Ravage came in.
Yeah.
That was incredibly disjointed here by Team Spirit.
Oh, very good for Talon. Get some couple kills, more XP, you get the gem on your deck as well, and spells are down.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean,
Roche is up too.
Trying to contest this next Roche gives you a little bit of an opening here.
Spirit need to kind of body this area. Damn, they want to force this one again, huh? I'm not sure you can do this.
No Chrono for
Well, let's see how ballsy they are.
No Ravage for 50. This would be pretty ballsy into the Clockwork Flare. It just feels bad to sit in there.
I mean, best thing they can do is like stay around without fully committing to a fight.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to try and wait for these ults to come back up. They're going to get collapsed back down here and just hug the tree line. Make sure Talon can't just go in and commit for free. I think that's way too hard for them to do. So this is going to turn into a stalemate where the big cooldowns come back up for Team Spirit.
30 seconds. Talon have a window right now. Buybacks could also be very important for this next fight.
30 seconds goes by in the blink of an eye. And you find the opening. Q's going to jetpack in, get a high ground ward, but he does not see Laurel, who's invis here. And he still has that Hex initiation. Did not work that time going deep in the base, but when you're in these open areas, it's probably going to be easier.
Yeah, it should be a lot easier around this area. Instantly get to kill the ward.
Collapse. Still an impossible initiation target here for Talon. They do not
Gnarly's
want to
invis.
go on him, and they just walk up and find Q. Be a nice little poke on the clockwork. He is tanky.
Goes
They get
wall.
a decent wall. They're going to suck Yatoro back in, but he leaps back out. And 23, he commits his BKB. This has got to be the time where Talon get the
Or
fight,
the
but the
chrono.
chrono. It's just on 23 Savage. He's tanking it up. Hookshot going to buy some time. Global to try and disengage. Earth Splitter hits absolutely nothing, and Hookshot got stolen. See if Mira can turn it around the Ravage. It catches 2 on the backside, and the Hammer. It comes down and lands as well. Laurel gets picked off, though. 23 going absolutely ham. Took out Yatoro in the middle of all of it. The Water Void is supreme here, and now it is bashing up Collapse. Those ults came up, but they did not do Team Spirit any good, as Talon somehow just jam it into the AoE and win the exchange.
That was a very nice wall back with the fall off on 23 Savage in that fight. I think Larl is kind of baiting his team, or they're not on the right page.
I mean, this chrono is also just not what you want. The solo Morphlane, he's the tankiest target for Yatoro to punch through.
It seems very forced, kind of what is happening in these last fights, but Talon just fully capitalizing on it.
Yatoro, he just gets chained up here. There's no global to bail him out this time. And 23, man, that Morphlane, if he gets away with what he did in this exchange, like getting out of the chrono, still has the Faceless Void Ags up, and he's just bashing you, chasing you down, throwing out time dilation.
Well, 23 not let him cook. He do be cooking this game.
Absolutely proving the haters wrong. 4-0 for him. Puts a kill on Yatoro's KDA here. Who would die first in this game? That was the question. Well, we found out it is the Yatoro Faceless Void.
Did not think that was going to happen with the start he had. And Q was going to steal a little bit of a wisdom room. Spirit need to talk about how they want to start fights, because the last 2 fights have just looked really sus. They don't want to fight like that.
These casual storm jumps.
It's not good.
Yeah, what are they achieving, right? If you're not getting some massive chrono for Yatoro, but Yatoro's not really going in with them.
Yeah, when you play this Faceless Void and Tidehunter, like, you're committed when you drop the spells. Like, your start of the fight, it needs to be proper. You blow all your stuff and you keep fighting. If the start is awkward, well, next team fight is just going to look the same. Jabs. He's so farmed now, too. He's getting closer to a Hex.
Yeah, these 2 other Spirit Cores. I mean, Yatoro's had a great game, but the damage from the Tide and the Storm feels a little lackluster at this point. It's basically just all on the chrono and whether you get the big kills during that duration. And at some point, you might have to deal with buybacks here, too. And 23, I mean, he has been quiet for a lot of this game, but he is starting to heat up on probably the strongest carry of the tournament. Has not died yet. Now has an Aegis and a Satanic finish. I don't think you can go on this Morphling anymore. Suddenly, he's becoming a bigger problem than the Faceless Void.
Yeah, I think we've swapped sides. Now he's the one that they can deal with. Can jump him, can deal with him. As Jabs is looking.
Quick little blink from Mira.
Radiant are scanning.
Will escape the clutches of the Talon Surge, or will he? Jabs just
got him.
knows. This man, his
Even
brain
walls him.
is too big. Well, that was a nice
shot,
little
pop.
audio interaction.
Love it.
If you can't get out, at least trap him in for longer.
Get him with you. The Dota mentality.
That's right.
Dire's top
Nice
tower
heads up play
is
by
under
Jabs.
attack.
Activates his Vax scripts and knows exactly where Mira is.
Dire's top tower
Just
has
casual.
fallen.
I'll do the same sometimes.
Bet you would.
As now, Collapse has a Meteor Hammer. Never mind, he has a Blink Dagger. That's what I meant to say. So at least he can try to help his team a little bit to make it easier, but Turning is savage. It's not like he cares about the Waterman being here. Sure, you anchor me. There's a Hex.
Did not get the Morph off, but if Yatoro's not here, I don't think you're touching Morphling right now. 23 knows it. He is pushing his limits. Yatoro did get in bottom lane. It's hitting your tier 3, but it's... I was going to say not too threatening, but 23 will actually come back to deal with the equilibrium. Does not want to give up any sort of weird exchange here.
Too much gold for a carry player to give up.
That's probably it, yeah. He just wants...
Guys, there's 7 creeps, so I gotta go.
I mean, you make the excuse. It's like, I got to deal with the lanes, boys. But
Our tower's dying, guys.
that tower was not even remotely close to dying.
No, it's dying.
Regen rune for Laurel. Happy about that one. And Yatoro, he's closing in on level 25. I mean, surely backtrack Talon. He's going to feel great about that one and his next item here.
I mean, what's he gonna get? He just put his Mask of Madness. So he's gonna swap out... Is it Mask for a Moonshard?
I guess so. Attack speed for attack speed.
Okay. Well, I guess it's permanent without silencing you, so...
Dire's
Some extra
middle
nighttime
tower
vision.
is under attack.
Well,
too
1.5 minutes more on his Aegis.
He wants to be the Slark from last game.
Checks out.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So I guess that didn't end too well for him, so I don't know why he wanted
It
that.
didn't.
Jabs has a Hex of his own to go along with his Blink. The initiation power from Talon is a lot stronger than it used to be. He'll get debuted on Mira.
Oh! Get ticked out.
Man, Mira's had a rough 2 games here. It just feels like he's getting gone on every fight. And there's no one else frontline.
At this point now, there's just too much garbage that can jump you.
Interesting as Collapse just plants himself next to 23. They have a peace treaty, it would appear. 23 beginning the siege of the base. A minute left on this Aegis. Probably wants to pop it soon, but the question is, do you want to get it popped in Spirit's base where you can get chronoed on the return?
Healing off
heal.
of the Kraken man.
They're going to pull
Good
him in.
chains. Forcing a BKB.
Is it enough to commit to the fight? This Aegis is only up for 30 seconds. This is getting a little weird timing-wise. Yatoro's going to man up, try and claim the first life. At least poke it down. I mean, do you waste this Aegis? Where do you waste it? He's going to retreat and regen back up off of it. Probably the wiser play.
I think so too. There's definitely a world where if you die with your Aegis, you just get blasted on your respawn.
Yeah, I don't think
might have enough
I'm not
damage.
dying there. I mean, maybe you lived in the chrono, but maybe you don't. And
Yeah.
I don't think you're willing to gamble this game on that.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that. Also, side lanes are pushing in. Maybe you want to go back, clear it out, or cut some waves, wait for the mana.
There's creeps on the map, 23.
Absolutely.
What are you doing here? I mean,
Back-
he's only at 450 CS.
Rookie numbers.
Yeah, honestly. Amateur hour.
Yeah,
I expect at least 800 on a man of his caliber at the 40-minute mark.
same.
Haste with flair.
Ag's done for Q, by the way. Those are all those rocket flares coming in.
Yeah, we're starting to deal with some annoying stuff if we're the Team Spirit supports. I wouldn't want to be silenced for a Rubik anymore. I would have loved to beat him 20 minutes ago, but now it's changed. Yatoro mid.
They're going to chase him down. He's just going to turn with the Chrono, try and man up. Pops BKB. Does he have the damage from Makoto? No. Not even close. And that cheese goes off as
Now
well.
we global.
That global a little late and not doing it much
Longest
good. Yeah, Team Spirit need to get the hell out of here. And 23 Savage is not going to let him. That Scotty is completed. He is the Void. It's his time to shine. And Makoto chases down Miposhka. You said it, the support's not having fun in this game anymore, though. The turnaround,
Ravage.
the Ravage on top of the vacuum. The hammer coming down. It'll finish off the Ember Spirit
What
here.
a stomp.
23, he needs to find some action in this fight. Makoto instantly back to the Remnant, back into the numbers advantage for Talon. Spirit do not have a lot of buybacks on their own. They're not committing them. Yatoro, he has no ulti. He has no hope in this fight.
He has no
and
buyback.
he is adapted down. He's gone for 90 seconds. No Yatoro Faceless Void, despite the game he had. They could not close it out, and that is just the game. All it takes is one bad team fight, Kezu, and one bad Chrono,
Damn, dude,
and
they
one
just
lack of damage.
literally lost within like 1 or 2 fights.
Came out of nowhere.
Just 1 or 2 disjointed plays from them.